Welcome to another episode of Undercard Heroes. My name is Francisco.
And I'm Heather, and today we'll be talking about Noche UFC, Diego Lopes versus Jean Silva. In this video, we're going to be going through our prop bets for this card and why we picked them. You ready?
Let's get into it.
First fight I want to talk about Tatiana Suarez versus Amanda Lemos. Let's talk about Tatiana Suarez. She's got a strong wrestling base, definitely wants to get this fight on the ground. 4 out of 7 of her wins in the UFC have been by submission, but she can be really sloppy in her takedown entries. We saw that in the Jessica Andrade fight. We definitely saw that in the Zhang Wei Li fight. She was shooting her takedowns from damn near the parking lot. She lands a little over 4.5 takedowns per 15 minutes and has an 80% takedown defense. So her wrestling base, her takedowns, her submission game is going to be her key to victory in this fight. Now, Amanda Lemos, very powerful striker. She's going to want to keep this fight standing. That's her best shot at winning this fight. She's got a strong counter right, and she struggles against elite wrestlers and grapplers like Tatiana Suarez. As you can see, striking differential, not great. She lands almost 3 significant strikes per minute, but she absorbs almost 3.5. What's going to be tested here is her 59% takedown defense. Like I said, she definitely wants to keep this fight standing. She's got a kind of high risk, high reward. She really thrives in the chaos, and it's going to look for an early finish. For this fight, I am going with Tatiana Suarez to win, but the bet that I'm going to make is for her to have less than 35.5 significant strikes landed. I do not think she wants to stand and trade with Amanda Lemos, and she's more of a grappling-heavy wrestler anyways, and that's how I think she gets the win in this fight. Granted, she did not look good in her most recent fight against Zhang Wei Li. Takedowns were not landing, and she was just not getting off any striking. I'm hoping for her to get a bounce-back win here. Next fight I want to talk about Kelvin Gastelum versus Dustin Stoltzfus. Kelvin Gastelum, he's a boxing-first striker. He's got a fast 1-2, very crisp boxing, good hand speed, and he's a forward pressure fighter. Likes to push the pace, close distance, fight within close, and he's also very durable. And most importantly for this fight, he's got a 58% takedown defense. Dustin Stoltzfus utilizes a grappling-heavy approach. He's got a strong jiu-jitsu base and relies on opportunistic takedowns, but he is willing to stand and strike. We saw that in the Bruno Ferreira fight. He hurt Bruno Ferreira on the feet, and in his fight with Soriano, he dropped him, and Soriano's got a good boxing base. So in order to set up these takedowns, Stoltzfus utilizes calf kicks, body kicks really well to create those entries so they can get to the clinch, so he can get a takedown. Majority of his wins are by submission or decision. For this fight, I am going with Kelvin Gastelum to win, but the bet I'm going to go with is that the fight goes over a round and a half. Both these fighters, Kelvin Gastelum and Dustin Stoltzfus, majority of their wins are either by decision or submission, and 7 out of the last 8 fights that Kelvin Gastelum has had have gone over a round and a half, whereas 6 of the last 9 fights that Dustin Stoltzfus has had have gone over a round and a half. And now for the main event, let's talk about Diego Lopes versus Jean Silva. Let's start with Diego Lopes. He's a forward pressure striker, very powerful, very aggressive. He's got high fight IQ on the ground, but he's more of an opportunistic grappler, as you can see from his .35 takedown average across 15 minutes, 40% takedown accuracy. He's very hittable. He's got poor striking defense. You can see from his striking differential there, 3.7 significant strikes landed per minute, and he absorbs close to 5 significant strikes per minute with a 46% striking defense. So how can Diego Lopes win? Diego Lopes is going to rely on his power and his durability, but we've got to see some improvements in his striking. We need to see him mix it up a little bit more. He threw almost no leg kicks in the fight against Volk. He had no level changes, and Jean Silva is going to be able to replicate the strategy that Volkanovski implemented on Lopes, so we've got to see improvements from Lopes in those areas. In the 4th round, he was able to hurt Volkanovski. So I think that the power and the durability are going to be two big factors here in this fight for Diego Lopes. Let's talk about Jean Silva. This is the fighting nerd that I think has the best chance to win a UFC title. He's got the three characteristics that you see in a lot of the fighting nerd style, which is the wide karate stance, very quick, very patient fighter. He's also a very confident striker. Likes to mix up elbows, knees, kicks, punches. He lands close to 5 significant strikes per minute, and he absorbs a little over 4 significant strikes. He's got good striking defense at 56% and fantastic defense, takedown defense at 86%. Though he doesn't really shoot very many takedowns, but he can capitalize on them when he's in the clinch. I'm predicting Jean Silva to win this fight. I think he's going to be the one that dictates where this fight goes, but I do think that Diego Lopes is going to surprise him with his power and durability, and for that, I'm going to bet for this fight to go past 3.5 rounds.
Thanks again for watching this episode of Undercard Heroes.
So what do you think about Francisco's picks? Is there anything we missed? Is there anything you disagree with? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe.
Thanks, everyone.